All right, all right, all right. What's going on, family? What is going on? Peace and blessings to the family. Welcome to another impromptu edition of Maccabeestv. It is your brother, Priest Danyaahla, representing Maccabeestv, representing Lines of Israel at this ungodly hour of 1:30 in the morning when I should be sleeping, but I'm at my second job and usually I'm taking a nap around this time. But um, I don't know. I decided to go live just for a second, only because um, I wanted to check in with the family first of all, although I know a lot of people are sleeping right now. Um, and also to make a couple of announcements. Hopefully, the people that need to see this video will see it. And, when they wake up tomorrow morning, Lord allow. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody is doing well. As those of you that are awake, come into the video. You guys already know what to do. You already know the etiquette. Please be sure to hit the like button. Let's trigger the algorithm so that the people that aren't awake now, that are not aware that we're live right now, they'll get the message and they can come check this video out tomorrow. Deontay, shalom to you. How's everything? How's everything? Hopefully everything's well with you, King. Most High bless. Um, yeah. So hopefully everybody's doing well. All right, all right, all right. Um, Let me see. Y'all guys hitting the like button. I know it's late, but okay, you guys hitting the like button. Yeah, Still I Rise is asking me, haven't gone live lately. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything is okay, family. A lot of things going on. I have a lot of responsibilities within the camp, so the camp is growing, and so it's just more responsibilities on my plate than there was before. Uh, that's no excuse for me not coming live on this channel. You know, within the class, within the camp, I do teach my classes like I normally do, so forth and so on. But I haven't been live on the channel. But I am going to make a strong comeback to this channel, particularly. I know I've been neglecting you guys for a while, so I do plan on coming back to this channel relatively soon. So y'all just bear with your brother, okay? Just bear with your brother real quick. I'm going to make this video a relatively short video, not too long. Like I said, hopefully the people that need to see it will see it tomorrow. I want to make a couple of announcements for the people that need the announcements. And for those of y'all that are up late night with me, I'm going to show you guys something. Just something basic, real quick, that I've mentioned a few times. And I'll bring it back another time when more people are here. First announcement I want to make is that I want to shout out everybody that supports this platform on Patreon as well. I want to thank everybody that supports the platform on Patreon as well. To my patrons, I know I haven't been dropping a lot of content over there over the last month or so, just like I haven't been on this channel. But going forward, um, for the month of October, all the way through the end of the year, Lord allow, I'm going to be dropping a lot of exclusive information on Patreon. Um, so you guys look out for that. A lot of classic videos, old videos that are rare, if not extinct, except for the fact that I have copies. So I'll be dropping all that stuff on Patreon. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for your patience. The second thing I want to say is that you guys that are on Patreon, you guys are going to have access to my Sunday classes that I do in the academy, all right, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Everybody that subscribes to the Patreon is going across at the bottom. You guys are going to have access to the academy classes that I do on Sunday, okay? As well as classic old videos, as well as exclusive videos, as well as a documentary I'm working on. Everybody that's on Patreon, you guys are going to have access to all those things. Thank y'all for your patience, right? Okay. Next thing. For the Academy, um, the next Academy, because I get a lot of questions about it, the next Academy starts in October. The original date for the next Academy was October the 3rd, but I'm going to push that back by 2 weeks, only because of my schedule. My schedule is kind of hectic, so I don't want to force it. So I'm going to push the academy back 2 weeks. And the academy is going to start the 17th of October. You guys can see it at the bottom of the screen scrolling across. I'm going to do it like the 17th of October is when I'm going to start the next academy. Now, I was just looking at the emails in my email, and I see some of you brothers expressed interest in doing the academy as far back as June, even. Now we're in October. So I know you guys been waiting time. I'm going to send a follow-up email to everybody that emailed the email to gauge your interest in still doing the you got to respond to the email. If you respond to the email, let me know you're interested. I'm going to send you the first introductory video just to give you guys an overview of the academy. So everybody that email me, I'm going to email you guys back, just gauge your interest one more time, and then send you a video. I pushed it back 2 weeks to the 17th of October. Um, so you brothers that are interested in it, just look out for the email. Some of you guys be hitting me up on Instagram, on Clubhouse, on Facebook. That's not the way to go about it. The way to go about it is I need everybody to go through the email and scrolling at the bottom of the screen. That's the way to go about it. So that the correspondence department, because I don't have time to cycle through all the emails all the time. So the correspondence department is going to go through all the emails. I need for you to go through there. And I'm going to send you an email. I would say, Lord allow, either late this week or early next week with the introductory video so we can get started. And we're going to get started the 17th of October. Okay. Now, there have been a few brothers that have come to me that are part of other camps, and you want to be a part of the academy, right, that we're doing over here. I'm going to tell you guys the same thing that I tell everybody, right? If you are already a teacher and a ranking brother in another camp, I don't know how much of what I go through in the academy you don't already know. I don't know. So I'm not making you any promises that I'm going to break new ground in the academy, although I do go into a lot of history and a lot of books. But maybe the things I go into you already know. Maybe not. I don't know. So I'm just letting you know that off rip. That's number one. Number two, if you are a ranking brother or even a member of another camp and you ask me that, you need to have gotten permission from your elder to sit in our academy. I don't so much mind, I don't mind sending you the link on Sundays for you to sit in the academy. Like, it's no I'm not hiding information. So don't get it twisted. But I don't want no problems with nobody's leader or no elder. Like, we're not trying to take nobody's men and unload. We're not even trying to do that. So you guys come to me and say you want to do it. So I'm just simply telling you that there's a protocol and there's order. And the order is that you go to your elder and make sure your elder and I are cool or they're comfortable with it. And then I don't have a problem. There have been a few brothers that have come to me and asked to sit in this next academy I'm doing that are parts of other camps, and the elder gave the green light. You brothers know who you are, so I have no problem with it. But I just don't want nobody doing nothing behind anybody's back, and then it becomes a problem because it's not my problem. This video is on record. I'm telling you, I don't have a problem with it, but just talk to your elder first and make sure they're okay with it. Because not all elders are okay with it. Some elders don't want members of their camp, dealing with or sitting in other people's classes. That's just that's how some brothers are. I'm not like that, but that's how some brothers are. So I respect that. All right. So the email is going across the bottom of the screen. If you are interested in Academy, it's 6 months. It's going to be every Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern time. The last academy ended in June that I did, and I gave myself a break over the summer, and I'm doing another one. So this one is going to be from October to about March, somewhere around there. Hit up the email, let me know. The ones of you that already emailed and expressed interest, I'm going to email you back and double check with you, and then I'm going to send you and forward you the email that let you know exactly what you guys need to do. Pardon me, I'm at work. Next thing, you guys asked me, well, how much? I can't speak for nobody else, but I'm not a big believer in charging anybody for information. For what? I'm not charged nobody for information. It doesn't cost anything to sit in the academy at all. When I put these lessons together, it's a labor of love. So I'm not looking to get paid off of that. The Most High will give Christ, Yahushua will give me my reward. It's a labor of love. So it doesn't cost anything. Um, really, all you need to come to the academy with is your Bible, right? Y'all pardon me, I'm a little tired, so I'm rubbing my eyes a little bit. It'll be all right. Um, when you're tired but you can't sleep, uh, I'm here at work and there's a lot of noise outside, background noise, so I can't sleep. Anyway, all you need to come to the academy with is your Bible and your Apocrypha and a pen and paper to take note, and just come clear headed, you know what I'm saying, and make sure your attention span is good because it's a 3 hour from 2 to 5, and that's it. Bible and Apocrypha. I think everybody has one of those, right? Any other resources that I go over, I have. So I give you, or I show you. You don't have to come with anything. The way that I do this academy, the way that I teach my classes, um, every single lesson is in the form of a PowerPoint. Every single lesson is in the form of a PowerPoint. So it's visual learning. That's what the Most High gave my spirit to teach people visually. The brother Deontay is in the chat. He's one of the brothers that did the first academy. And according to what they told me, by virtue of the fact that I did everything visually for them, it enhanced their ability to comprehend what it is I was teaching. Rather than just sit down with a Bible in my hand and just point my finger and talk, I put everything into PowerPoint form. And it took me a long time to do it. It was a lot of work. Lot. I'm talking about history books putting in there, videos putting in there, scriptures putting in there. You know, it took me months to do it. Like every lesson, I'm talking about, I'm sitting on, no exaggeration, I'm sitting on almost 200 PowerPoints. I got the flash drive right here to prove it. I kid you not. As a matter of fact, somebody might think I'm lying. Let me see. Did I carry it with me? I'm not sure if I carried the flash drive with me or not. If I did, I'm going to put it in there and show you. I think I might have left it home. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Let me show y'all. Let me show you. So it's a labor of love, right? And so the first group of brothers that did the academy, I think I might you know what? Since we're here and it's late and I might actually play the video of the brothers giving their testimony of the academy. But first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen. 1 second. Let me come back here. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. All right, let's see what we got here. Boom. Mm-hmm. Right here. I want you guys to look at this. You guys see this? This is my flash drive with the PowerPoints I did in the first academy, and I've done more since, right? Let's look at some of the topics, right? You have Second Esdras, 13th chapter, part 2. I also have part 1. The lesson on the virgin birth, the 10 virgins, the 12 feathers, a brief, concise history on 70 AD, right? Abraham's seed, Acts chapter 10. Paul being apostle to the Gentiles, baptism, Black Britain, a lot of stuff you guys are always asking me about, carbon dating, right? Cartography, which is map making, the curse of Coniah, Daniel chapter 2, Daniel chapter 7, Daniel chapter 11, the Day of Atonement, then and now. That we just did that one for the Day of Atonement, okay? The Feast of Dedication, Deuteronomy 28. Did God abolish the dietary laws? PowerPoint on DNA, right? PowerPoint on evolution, Ezekiel 37. I'm skipping some, it's all right. Galatians chapter 1, 2, 3, 5, Galatians is one of the most important epistles that Paul wrote. That's why I go heavily into it, because it's a weapon that's used by Christians and Christian Israelites to try to say the laws are done away with. So we tackle it head on. We don't run from it. We tackle it head on. Yeah. I got a PowerPoint on you know whose book. Nobody's seen this before. Might come out in the academy. Just might. Genesis chapter 1, 2, 3, 6. I'm skipping some of these too. I'm just showing y'all what we're dealing with here. History of the Herodian dynasty. The history of the scribes and Pharisees. Important information on the biblical canon. How did we got the canon we got today? How did that come about? I'm skipping some stuff. Y'all see I'm skipping stuff. I'm going to open this one up in a second and show y'all what's in this one. The book of Psalms. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to show you guys something. Let's see. Let's come down. Let's get some more. Preaching amongst the heathen. Psalms 83. Psalms 137. The importance of punctuation marks in the Bible. Because there's no punctuation marks in the Hebrew. So what are the punctuation marks in the Bible? Why are they important? It's interesting. I got a whole series here on Revelation. I'll skip it. I went through Revelation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so forth and so on. PowerPoints on the book of Romans, all the way through. The history of the Russian icons. It's a good one. And I could go on and on and on. Textual criticism. That's something that people don't talk about much. What is textual criticism, and what is its importance to the scriptures? I have a PowerPoint called The Laws Are Done Away with Starter Pack. These are the 5 scriptures that are most popularly used by Christians and Christian Israelites to tell us God's laws are done away with. Right? I have a rebuttal PowerPoint to that book that our Old Testament brothers use called True Authorship in the New Testament, where they attribute the writings of the New Testament to the Piso family of Rome. Well, we dispute that. And we go into it. And the list goes on and on and on and on. So, one second. So, what I'm saying is that I did a whole lesson. I did a whole PowerPoints for everything, and there's more being worked on now. So the brothers that were in the academy told me it helped them tremendously. The visual presentation, as opposed to just sitting with the Bible open and pointing my finger and reading, helped them a lot in their progression and understanding scripture. So I'm going through the process again, the middle of October. All right, so the email is scrolling across at the bottom of the screen. For those that's just coming in, if this is for you, if you're one of the people that emailed me and said you want to go through it, please look out for a follow-up email from me this week. And then once I hear from you and you confirm to me that you want to do the academy, then you will be receiving the introductory video to your email. This academy is mainly for people that want to join the body. For those of y'all that are part of other camps that have reached out to me, as I said before, I don't have a problem with including you. Just know that you have to have approval from your elder. And if you don't, and you come do it, I don't want to hear later on that, nope. As this is on record. Today is the 24th of September. I'm saying it openly. If you come, you have to have approval from your elder. All right? I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. I don't have the time or the patience. Now, let me share my screen and show y'all something. So I'm on this app called Clubhouse, right? And Clubhouse is the land of crazy and strange doctrines. You hear all types of crazy stuff on Clubhouse. It's insane, right? One of the things that I'm constantly getting into discussions with people about is conversation that we have a lot on Clubhouse concerning the manuscripts. A lot of Israelites, and I'm speaking most specifically to Israelites that are KJV only, a lot of you cannot defend the reason really why you are that, or you cannot properly articulate why you prefer the KJV over other translations, and that's okay. That's what teachers are for. That's okay. So we talk about that all the time, and these Christians and Muslims are constantly coming with fallacious arguments concerning manuscripts and translations. You must have a cursory understanding of the difference between the manuscripts and all that. That's extremely important, right? You will hear a lot of fallacious arguments on these social media apps that sometimes actually are allowed to have life because people don't know how to defend them. So that is one of the lessons that we're going to go over in the academy. But one of the most popular fake uh, fake pieces of history, pseudo pieces of history that comes up is this whole thing about William Shakespeare and his involvement in translation of the Bible. And I get so tired of having to say the same thing, but I also understand that teaching is about repetition. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show you guys two sources, two slides. You guys can go ahead and, a lot of people say they don't like when I show books because then they wind up wanting to go buy it. You don't have to buy these. You don't have to buy these books, but if you do, it definitely can help you. Um, so I'm going to start from, let's see where I want to start from. Okay. I'm going to give you guys 4 slides. Okay, 4 slides real quick. Let's see. Here we go. We're going to go through this in great detail in the academy, but I'm going to give you guys 4 slides right now. Check this out. All right. I'm not going to play this video right now for the sake of time because I don't want to be on here too much longer. All right. So this is a video that's circulating on YouTube, right? It's a few videos like it circulating on YouTube. And in this video, they have come up with a mathematical equation that states that William Shakespeare added his name to the Bible in the book of Psalms chapter 46, which I'm not going to get too deep into right now, but that is circulating. That doctrine, as crazy as it may sound to some of you guys, has legs and it has traction. And people say it all the time. It is fallacious. It is fallacious. Not because I say so, but because I can prove it. So I'm not going to play the video, but this is what this devil is going into in this video. And there are other more recent videos that I also have in this PowerPoint with other people saying the same thing that he said. He's one of the first people to say it. And then other people have since come along and parroted the same information. As a matter of fact, before the Most High woke me up to this truth, and I was a 5%er before, some of you guys already know, I used to say this very information and never knew where it came from, what the origin of it was. I didn't know. I just heard it and it sounded good. It sounded good. A lie can sound really good and convincing, If you have the right person who is articulate and able to articulate their thoughts cohesively, a lie can sound even more convincing than the truth. It can. And so in this particular case, like I said, I was parroting the same thing, saying the same thing, right? But for the sake of brevity, I'm not going to actually play the video. I'm just going to go to the next slide. Okay. This is how we know that is not true, that William Shakespeare did not insert his name into the book of Psalms 46. So let's first of all take a look at the right-hand side of your screen, right? Now, do you guys see this right here? This is Psalms chapter 46, verse 3. Do you guys see the word shake right here? You see the word shake right here, right? Then when you jump down to verse 9, you see the word spear right here. So there is a mathematical equation that these people have put together to say that this is how William Shakespeare encoded his name in the book of Psalms by encoding it into the verses in the English translation. There's a whole science behind it. Like I said, I'm not going to get into the whole thing, but this is out there, family. Like I said, it has traction. It is repeated. It is repeated by black people who don't know nothing, and I was one of them at one time. It's repeated all the time. The word shakes appears in Psalms 46, verse 3. The word spear appears in verse 9. Now that sounded really good, at least to me it did when I didn't know no better. But here's the problem. The problem with that teaching and that doctrine is that you have Hebrew manuscripts that were around before William Shakespeare was even born. You have Hebrew manuscripts that was around before William Shakespeare was even born. One of those Hebrew manuscripts that was around about 1,000 years before William Shakespeare was even born is the Masoretic text. When you look at the Masoretic text, this is it right here in the Hebrew, this is the word for shake right here. It is in the Hebrew, in the Masoretic text, before William Shakespeare was born. Almost 1,000 years before William Shakespeare was born. The word shake is in Psalms 46, right here. So this doctrine is a lie. And the word spear is right here. You guys see that? Shake, spear. In the Hebrew before William Shakespeare was ever born. So that doctrine is a lie. It always has been and always will be. And that's just the easy way to cut it. And what you will find when you're on apps like Clubhouse is people will say this with absolutely no evidence. And if you guys are familiar with the way the app works, when you try to rebuttal what they're saying, they'll generally kick you out their room. If you go into a room where somebody's talking about the Bible as a guest, and you go up on a stage to teach or to engage the people on the stage teaching, and they make fallacious statements like this, when they cannot answer the question or when they're backed into a corner, they simply throw you out the room, throw you off the stage, or throw you out the room. That's what they do. We'll get more into this in the academy. Let me just move on. So I already proved in the Masoretic text that was a lie, but here's another question. Where would something like that come from? Another theory is that William Shakespeare is actually being mistaken for another gentleman by the name of William Alexander. How many of you guys have ever heard of Sir William Alexander? No? Okay. Well, let me introduce you. This is a book that I have called The Cradle King, right? It's called The Cradle King. A good book. I'm going to bring, y'all bear with me a second. Give me 1 second. Let me just come out of this PowerPoint for 1 second, family. Y'all bear with me for a second. Okay. I'm not going to be here very long, but I want to change the view so you guys can actually really get a better look at it. So I'm going to take myself out of the shot. I'm going to come back. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at this book right here. This is from a book called The Cradle King. I am going to take a better picture of this book because I'm not a